People can see us together. That is permitted. I can take your arm, but we cannot kiss.
If those are the rules, those are the rules.
We're very, very happy to have you in the family.
Thank you.
Voler dans les vents et voler dans les champs et puis je suis tombée, mes yeux sont blancs. Mais comme expérience acquise, au sentier infini j'arrive.
One is Mother Nature, the other is love.
I would like to be the man who walks beside you.
You do walk beside me.
Not just from 5 to 7.
Je m'appelle Iman. Bonjour! Hey guys, it's Iman again, and I'm back with a movie review. And this time I'm going to be reviewing the movie 5 to 7. I want to give you the spoiler-free review first, and then I'm going to get into a few spoilers, and I will tell you when it is spoiler-filled, so don't worry. This was a beautiful film. I wanted to watch this movie about a year ago. I think I had seen the trailer, and I love Anton Yelchin. And of course, you know, he has passed away, and finally today I got that chance to watch the movie, and it was great. He did a great job as usual. I knew it was going to be a good movie because he was in it. There was a bunch of awesome scenes, funny scenes, quirky scenes, kind of the when you're dating or someone of a different culture, there's a lot of misunderstanding, miscommunication, just funny things that kind of showed up in the film, which is funny and is relatable for me. When you're going to make a romantic comedy or a romance film or something about love, definitely film the movie in France or New York. I always think that the most beautiful and romantic places in the world, well, to me, is France and New York. I don't know why, but I always felt that way. So this movie is a very different type of a romantic film. So it stars Anton Yelchin, Berenice, Marlohe, sorry if that's not correct, Glenn Close is in the movie, and Frank Langella. And it was directed by Victor Levin. The movie is called 5 to 7, and again, I don't speak French, but it's 5 à 7. 5 à 7? Sounds like I'm speaking German. This movie was a very different type of a romance film. We meet Anton Yelchin's character, who is a struggling writer. He falls in love with Ariel, who is played by Berenice Marlohe. Well, he sees her and he falls in love with her because she's obviously gorgeous, beautiful. And we come to find out the reason she says she is free between 5 and 7 is because she's a married woman with 2 children. When he finds that out, he's very shocked, obviously. But the culture in France is totally different than in America and other cultures. He has infidelity or adultery. It's not the same. They see it in a completely different way. It's just 5 to 7. It's just 2 hours out of the day, and there are rules, set rules. We find out that her husband also has a mistress who he's been seeing for about a year. So ensues this crazy love rectangle, in a way, not triangle. And it's a very interesting dynamic. And at the end of the movie, I cried, and I wasn't expecting to cry because I kind of expected the ending, you know. It was gonna go either one or two ways, but it still shook me to the core. And when a movie can do that to me, I feel that it is a very good movie and something that I wanted to make a review on. And especially because after the movie, not only did I cry, I sat there for a good few minutes just thinking. When a movie can do that to you, I think they did a good job, a great job, and that's what a movie should do. If it's a genuinely good movie, you're going to feel it, you're going to have it with you for a long time and possibly, hopefully, forever. We're in spoiler zone. First of all, before I even spoil it, the score of the film, gorgeous. I love French music, like that old type of music, and also just, it's like this very upbeat, romantic, sensual music that just makes me feel like, I don't know, happy, I guess. And they had a lot of that in the movie, and it's just if you love like Sleepless in Seattle or 500 Days of Summer, you know, it's kind of like a mesh of that, but its own film at the same time. And I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but I just wanted to talk about a couple of moments that stood out to me. What hit me the hardest is they could not stay together. She could not be with him because she loved him, and we end up seeing that actually she married her husband not out of love, but kind of out of necessity. He was a good man, and he's always been a good man. And so she had never felt love until she met Brian. And so then we see the point of view from her when she met Brian. She actually sees him before he sees her. And so she fell in love with him at first sight, and he fell in love with her. It was a connection from the start. And sometimes love is like that, you know, you fall in love, you just have an instant connection with people. The problem with that is that they had children and it was not going to work, and she did think about leaving her husband for him. Anyways, we see finally that there's a quote that pops up in the beginning of the movie: "I will hold your heart more tenderly than my own." And that basically sums up their marriage, and he always put her before him. And a good woman will know, and a good man will know, you can't break up something like that, especially when you have children involved, especially when he's actually a genuinely good man, a good person. She was not in love with him like that. She loves him and she loved him, but it was not in love. That wasn't her soulmate. But we can tell that Brian was her soulmate. And it is sad. It's sad because some people do go through that. And they break up, you know. He ends up writing, and he finally gets his book published, which is called Mermaid. His book is pretty much about her, and it's just beautiful. It was just, you know, we see him walking and seeing, and he's still not happy even after it's published, and because he's still in love with her. Then she sees it and she smiles and she's happy because she knows that he's finally made it. And then it looks like 7 years pass by, and he still thinks about her. He has a wife, he has a child who's maybe 3 or so, but even when he sees women that look similar to her, he can't help but think about her. He can't help but he just can't take her out of his head. And we actually see them meet up with the whole family again, and with the husband, and with Ariel, and they all introduce, you know, the children and the wives and all of that, and husbands. And you can tell that Brian still has that love for her. And in the movie, he leaves her a ring, and she shows him by taking off her glove and shows him that she still has that ring on, and that she still has him in her heart. And it's very beautiful. It's really hard to think that these two people cannot be together. It's very interesting. It makes you think. I like movies that make you think. I cannot think of what the quote is, but the last sentence is basically that most stories and movies are made for one reader, basically. And whereas when you go through hardship, or you go through love, or you go through anything in your life, usually a lot of the best movies, the best songs, the best television shows, books are written for one person in particular. I think I like movies like this because it's realistic. Again, I love Blue Valentine, I love 500 Days of Summer. I love movies that are very realistic when it comes to love, because love isn't black and white. It's not going to be a happy ending every single time. And the director did a wonderful job, and all of the actors did great too. It was a beautiful film. I keep saying that, but it really was. And I really hope you guys watch it and let me know, what do you guys think about a relationship or a marriage or whatever, maybe with a 5 to 7 in your relationship? Would you do that? And obviously, usually the girlfriend or boyfriend, husband, wife knows about this. It's just physical. It's not about emotional. So if you could have a 5 to 7, would you? So, I don't think I would. I know I wouldn't. I could not do that, but no. Nope. But it was interesting to see. But I'd like to know what you guys think. But if you guys end up watching this film, please let me know. I want to know what you guys thought about it, what you guys think about it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Really?
You're too kind.